So the saying, in like a lion, out like a lamb, I think that's the exact opposite of what we're dealing with for March. I don't remember if it came in like a lamb, but it's sure gonna go out like a lion. We are supposed to have a thunderstorm tomorrow. Today is Friday, March 28th, if I remember right. It is 80 degrees, which is unheard of in March for South Dakota. And tomorrow we're supposed to have thunderstorms and rain, and by Sunday we're supposed to have snow. Welcome to spring in South Dakota. So right now it's 6:30 Friday. It's too hot to blanket anyone. Normally I wouldn't blanket anyone, but with the chance of rain turning to snow, some of these guys just can't handle it. Lightning here, he can handle it, but some of the others can't. So it might be a long night of watching temperatures and running out and putting blankets on when we need to. So you're gonna come with me and see what it's like to deal with a spring snowstorm, thunderstorm, storm in South Dakota for spring. Are you not impressed with your blanket, ma'am? You'll thank me in the morning. Oh, you're mad at me because I'm not brave enough to put one on you in the dark for obvious reasons. Yes. You're just gonna have to be mad at me. You're gonna be the one that's hanging out over there anyway. And Mayhem won't. I'm gonna need to get Mayhem a new blanket. Alright, on to the next course. Well, you're gonna get an unpretty angle of our running shed. You can see what it's like to blanket these guys. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, this one isn't yours though. That's not yours. See how many times you say yeah. Step on it. I've never put a blanket on before. Oh, dirt in my eyes. Oh. We're gonna say that's dirt. I don't think that's dirt. Jack, do you need one? Are you gonna need a blanket? You're showing everybody your booty, Jack. I don't think you're supposed to show everybody your booty. No. Oh. Don't have supper and then put blankets. That's not good. Now the leg straps are broken, so we're gonna skip that. Your blankets on the other side of the barn. Storm, you're right there. Let's do you. Hang on. Whoa. Storm. Yeah, go. Here, buddy. I don't. Oh, really? He's very tooty. I should have warned you that. Alright. Find your blanket, Storm. Oh. Hey. Oh. You don't have any buckles on yet, Storm. Oh. I shouldn't have had supper. On this on a full stomach. Oh. Think it was a smart idea. Come back here, Storm. Nobody's even don't think you really want to sit there and watch those guys. Well, now that Jack is standing here and I have his blanket, we'll put it on. I think it's too heavy for him. I need to find a lightweight one. But not today. I'm coming, Jack. Oh, in and on everything. In and on everything. Hang on, Jack. Hang on, Jack. Attaboy. Oh. There we go. Attaboy, Jack. Yeah, you're the boy. Attaboy, Jack. Yeah. Good boy. There you go. Have you come for your blanket? Don't bother him. There you go. You need your binky too? Hmm? You need your binky? Oh. What's up? That one has to go around and attach in a different spot than normal because it's broken the skin cradle. That one goes around and crisscrosses. Nothing like having your head next to a horse's butt. That one was good. There. And now he's all set. Now he's all set. And now it's Brico's turn. Oh no. That's a mosquito. That's a mosquito. Got him. What, a mosquito? Oh, that's not good. Your heaves are kicking in there, buddy. Oh. Oh, Brico, you just had bad luck all your life, haven't you, buddy? Well, let's get your blankie in. That was totally unnecessary, Rain. That was a lot more work than it should have been. Huffing and puffing. Of course, it's not as cold as it should be, and they're all wearing heavier blankets than they need to be. I need to take an inventory and figure out what blanket weights they really should be on, or if even they just need to be in rain sheets and not these blankets. I know Chaos is in far too heavy of a blanket, and Jack is in far too heavy of a blanket. Perfect for wintertime, not so perfect when it's not. Oh, jeez, I just had the crap scared out of me. I saw a shadow. I think it was just one of the horses. Jeez. Oh, so blankets on, blankets off, blankets on, blankets off. It was 83, 82 degrees this afternoon, and at 6 o'clock it was 67, and in an hour it dropped 10 degrees. So we're just working through what we need to do to make sure that we are prepared for whatever is coming our way. So the reason that I get so worked up over blanketing horses, probably when they don't even need to be blanketed, is from an experience I had years and years and years ago. We had an old Appaloosa mare named Queen. She was in her 30s, and it was summertime, July, and we had a thunderstorm roll through. Typical thunderstorm, no big deal. Like any other rainstorm, it just rained. Afterwards, I went out and I checked on her, and she was cold. And it was kind of a red flag, so went ahead and put her in the barn overnight. Put hay in front of her so that she could be in the barn, warm up, dry out, and be good to go the next morning. Thanks, Lightning. Next morning rolled around, went out to check on her, and she was still cold. And it had been 12 hours or so, and she was still cold and still a little wet, and that was after 12 hours of being in the barn, protected, no wind. I think she had hay. Obviously she had hay because she was in the barn, But it was just one of those realizations that when they get old, some of them, not all of them, some of them can't handle getting chilled. Even with just it was a July rain. So I get a little bit more anxious now when we're talking March and April rains, or even October, November, December rains, because of that experience. And even throughout the summer, I do go out and I check them just to make sure, because having a horse that got chilled from a summer thunderstorm, it really makes you a lot more cautious now. So now I'm just trying to be preemptive with putting blankets on so that they don't get chilled and they don't get sick and potentially create a vet bill. So I know we have 2 waterproof rain sheets somewhere. I need to find them. One is for Rain and one was for Perky, but we don't have Perky, so I need to figure out who that fits on. But it might be that we need to start looking for rain sheets for everyone else so that I'm not putting heavyweight blankets on. Jack here is in a heavyweight blanket and Chaos is in a heavyweight blanket. They're amazing blankets, but it's probably a little too heavy for this time of year. So probably they would be best in just a rain sheet, or I don't know what kind, like a non-insulated sheet. Dusk. Oh, they're all getting cranky now. So something to consider if you're interested in donating rain sheets, or if you have any old rain sheets. We're probably going to be looking for them, because I don't know what summer's going to look like. We're kind of in a drought right now, but the way things are going, who knows. We're supposed to hit rain and snow Saturday and Sunday, get a break on Monday, and then it's supposed to have freezing rain and snow and nurse rain Tuesday and Wednesday, and then nothing Thursday, Friday, but then rain and snow or something on Saturday. So there's going to be a lot of blankets on, blankets off for the next week, and maybe it would be better if we had rain sheets. So we'll work through it and see. But I got cats and horses at me. What? Lightning? Ugh, don't do it. I think I better go. I think they're telling me they're all cranky. That's making me cranky. All right, well, I think they're all tucked in and ready for whatever comes our way. I don't know what's going to come our way, but I've done what I can for them, and we'll just see how it goes. I need a different barn. Chaos has decided that he knows how to open this latch. It's like the only nice latch we have in the barn. The old style latches I can't find, so this is the next best thing. I think it's the only thing that they sell at Tractor Supply and Runnings and even Menards or wherever. It's pretty handy. He's figured out how to open it. The other day he was in the barn. So now I have to twine it shut to make sure that he doesn't get in. The problem is, then I can't get in. And if I can't get in through this door, I can't get in through that door because I've got electric that we need to figure out how to do. That door doesn't work. The other sliding door doesn't work. So then there's only one door that works. Actually, there's another one, but I can't open it because it's silted in. And then I have the people door. But this is the door that I need to get them in and out of the barn. And now I have to twine it shut because of a gelding. Well, a helicopter just went by, rationing a flight path of the Sanford and Vera helicopters, so they often fly right over our place. You always wonder about those. And it's hard to believe that there's going to be a storm, because right now it's clear skies. Not that you can see anything. Those are all stars. And in our last video, I don't know that I actually showed it. In our last video, that's our hay shed. We still gotta haul hay, but till then, I think we might park trailers in there if we can get rid of the other junk. Alright, so clear skies, there was thunder and lightning. Well, I didn't see thunder. Can't see thunder, jeez. Saw lightning to the south, but I think that all is gone, and now it's just clear skies, so we just wait and see. Might sit outside and listen to the owl. Well, I had planned on coming out early in the morning to check on weather, but we had, once again, activities with kids that meant we were on the road before 7 o'clock in the morning. So luckily at 7 o'clock this morning we didn't have any rain. Thanks, Lightning. I have no idea when it started to rain, since I was inside from 7:30 until I think 6. But I know it rained. Don't do it. And then the storm is not so patiently waiting to get in. So sometime in the middle of the day, not while I'm sitting here. It did rain, and it rained quite a bit, but we're in that. I don't have another coat for you to ruin. Stop it. We're in that middle. It's 33, 32. I think as we were driving home, it was 32. That's why I was pushing to get home before it started to freeze. It was freezing as we were driving home. So, yeah, gotta love spring rains. I'm very, very glad that it blanketed almost everybody. I feel terrible for these teeny tiny little calves that are just born, and they're out in this lightning. Stop it. So just typical spring storm, but I'm really glad that I went ahead and followed my gut instinct and blanketed everybody, because they're all kind of cranky. And they're mad because I'm late. We didn't get done with our event until later than normal, so I'm out here long past when normal chores are done. So, yeah. And Lightning's just bored. So, Mayhem is standing right outside the lean-to, because Sunday is standing inside the lean-to. Right now I'm feeding Tommy, and that means Skippy is along the gate. So I'm guessing that Tommy and Skippy will come kind of over here, but Sunday has taken over the lean-to. I think in this pen where the mares are, we're gonna have to build another lean-to so that when someone takes over one, there's room for others to go into a different one. So if anybody knows how to build one of these hay sheds, front-end sheds, let me know. I have a base for one ready to be, well, the base is built. It's just 4 pieces of wood. But if anybody knows how to build one, let me know. So I haven't actually checked the radar, but they are talking that at some point the rain is going to switch to snow. And that's kind of typical of spring snowstorms. Snowstorms? Just spring storms. With the way that rain is, I kind of worry about how well he's gonna do with the cold and the damp. So he's gonna end up staying in. Everybody else probably just get kicked out. I don't normally like leaving one horse in the barn, but I think rain will be fine. It'll just be a few hours. It won't be hours and hours. So at some point, maybe we'll do a video about our barn. It's not the nicest. It's functional-ish. So maybe we'll share about that. So if you're interested in it, let us know and we'll do a video about it. So we do bring the horses into the barn to grain them. So especially like today when it is so icky, wet, damp, cold, we bring them in and let them eat their grain so there's no fighting and I know who is eating what. And it also just gives them a little bit of time away from the cold and the wind and the damp, and sometimes just getting them out of all of that into the barn for even just a half an hour. It helps rearrange the pecking order outside, because depending on where someone is outside, they won't let them into the run-in shed. So we might look at trying to build a couple of additional run-in sheds this year, not just for these spring storms, but also during the summertime, because it kind of get the impression that we're gonna have a lot more severe storms with hail and all of that. So I would rather be prepared for the horses than not prepared. So you're probably gonna hear me talk about run-in sheds a lot more as we progress into summer. So we looked out and we missed most of the worst of that storm, or maybe it just didn't get as bad as they said it was going to be. I checked the weather and they said in the center of the state it was no travel advised and snow and bad weather, and yeah, so I think we missed out. So I'm very grateful. I sometimes question, maybe I overreact and I get a little too overzealous with putting blankets on, but it rained and it rained and it rained. So I'm very glad that we did put the blankets on. I think we might have the wrong weights for some of the blankets, but we use what we have, and I am glad that we had them because that was a very cold rain. So I will do what I can to make sure that nobody gets sick and we don't somehow end up getting a vet bill or a vet visit, because as much as I absolutely love our vets, I would rather see them walking down the street than have them at our facility or us at their facility, because we have a sick horse. So I will be preemptive and do what I can where I can, and if I might seem kind of silly, I guess I'll just be silly. So we're supposed to get another snowstorm rain. I don't even know, Tuesday into Wednesday. Maybe we'll leave blankets on, maybe we won't. We'll probably be playing the blanket on, blanket off game for the next week or so, because today is Sunday. We're supposed to get another rain, sleet, snowstorm Tuesday and a Wednesday, and again on Saturday. So yeah, definitely in like a lamb, out like a lion. It's supposed to be the other way around, but it's definitely coming in or leaving like a lion. But I'll take it. We are in a drought, so the moisture is very much needed, and we'll just deal with it. So yeah, so we survived another spring South Dakota snowstorm, rainstorm. I guess it's a snowstorm. It's a spring storm. So a lot of blankets on, a lot of blankets off, a lot of worrying about when to put blankets on, when to take them off, except we haven't taken them off yet, and a lot of worrying about the weather. But that's just what it takes to keep old horses in South Dakota in spring. If you guys do have any questions about what we're doing here at the sanctuary, or how we handle different storms, or just weather in general, let us know. You can email us at borderlandshorsesanctuary@yahoo.com, or you can send us a message via Facebook or through YouTube, or whatever channels that you like. If we can answer any questions or help provide information, we're always wanting to help expand everybody's knowledge. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Well, this is the kind of weather I was expecting for our spring storm. Ignore all that. It's windy. There's huge snowflakes. Hoofda. And we have snow and freezing rain. This is what I thought our spring snowstorm was going to be. It's April 1st. Well played, Mother Nature.